Hello my friends and welcome, my name is Dennis and let's move a little bit from Ukrainian topic to Taiwan, China and United States of America, even though we'll speak about that stuff in this video. That also touches Ukraine because we live in a global world and obviously the events around Taiwan may touch every country in this world. And today there was one particular flight from the United States of America that could have sparked even more tensions and could potentially spark them in the future. So I'm speaking about Nancy Pelosi. She is the Who is she? She is a Speaker of United States House of Representatives. My friends, here in this video, I'm not speaking about the United States politics. I do not support any kind of party, Democrats, Republicans. I'm not American and probably I will never live in the United States of America. I'm Ukrainian, so I need to take care about my country. United States help a lot to Ukraine and that is why I support this country with all my heart. So I'm in lack of information about your politicians, and I know that in modern United States society politician became some sort of religion and you could easily drop support of any kind of person, and me obviously if I will support some kind of party. So I do not support any kind of party in your state. Sorry about it, but it is true. We're gonna speak only about events. So from Taiwan, let's go to United States of America, a long way across the Pacific Ocean to reach this continent of America. And according to the information of the Telegram, the flight took off from the Andrews Air Base, which is actually in Washington over here. Let's search it. Air Base of Washington. And after that, the airplane probably flown across the United States of America, landed somewhere in California, and from California it flown to Hawaiian Island. So many people tracked this flight. The flight number was SPAR 19. So it was performed by the Boeing C-40C, which is the modified version of Boeing 737-700, the shorter version of Boeing NG, the shortest I think 600. Well, I'm type rated on Boeing 737 and I have my own Telegram group which is called Pilot Blog, and there I stated that according to the information I have, the maximum range for that airplane is 5,600 kilometers, and there is no way that this airplane is going to fly from California across the Pacific Ocean to reach Taiwan Island over here. So they probably gonna land in Honolulu, the main airport of Hawaiian Islands, and obviously it happened like that. So the airplane now here in Honolulu Island of Hawaiians, and I think elderly lady as Pelosi should have some rest after this long voyage. And also there is one more reason why they didn't continue the flight to Taiwan. First of all is security, because China say that they will not accept Nancy Pelosi on Taiwan because they still think that Taiwan belongs to China. However, Taiwan has different government. It is original China. So after the Communist Revolution, or during this Communist Revolution in China, the mainland, some of the governors of the China went to Taiwan Island and they call it China as well. Now we call it Taiwan, but actually it's kind of independent state mostly. There are some forces that would like to join China, but now the ruling party is against that. And big communist mainland China say that it is our territory. That is why they fly their military airplanes and military ships very close to Taiwan. But the rest of the world, mostly as United States of America and other countries, do not think like that, even though they do not recognize the sovereignty of Taiwan itself. And this visit of the Nancy Pelosi to that island was accepted in a very harsh way by Chinese government. So they said that if Nancy Pelosi will go to Taiwan, they're gonna start some kind of military stuff. And just yesterday it was a tweet in Chinese social media by official military account and calling people to prepare for the war. Actually, it's not good sign, my friends. And one of the Chinese government media channels say that they should shut down Nancy Pelosi's airplane on the way to Taiwan because it is clearly the violation of the international law or something like that. My friends, you can like Nancy Pelosi, you can dislike her, but if they gonna shut down United States airplane even in Taiwanese airspace, it is clearly the violation, and it will bring United States and China to the war. And obviously United States Army knows about the threat, so that is why they sent Ronald Reagan air carrier group to the area of Taiwan. Let's go to Taiwan itself. So the Ronald Reagan group went from Singapore, and now they're on their way to Taiwan neighboring waters. I would say they are somewhere here, according to the picture just past Vietnam. So in South China Sea they are right now, and also they are escorted by the Chinese military ships as well. Good old Cold War times, my friends. I hope it will not turn to the hot war, because it's gonna ruin our modern world as we used to live in, my friends, because China economy and the United States economies are very connected with each other. Actually, I think Western world gave all of the prosperity to China people. American and European companies put their production lines in China. They start to build factories. That is how China grown up to this huge, massive economy. But nowadays you see the dictatorship overweights the wealthiness. So I also think that it was quite a big mistake from the Western world to boost China economy, supplying all the funds there, and now this country is a big threat for the region and for the world itself. Yes, my friends, in this conflict, for now it's cold one, I do support United States of America, because I don't like dictatorship and communist regime of China or any kind of country. Ukraine is the part of the Western world democracy, and I do support that way of development of my country and our people. Well, anyways, my friends, still I don't think that Nancy Pelosi would fly to Taiwan straight away from Hawaiians. They gonna probably land to South Korea first. At least she got that country in her aim to visit, so I think it should be South Korea. The media will calm down a little bit for a few days, and after that it's gonna be the short flight to Taipei, Taiwan from the South Korea, but still China may put the forces to Taiwan. However, we also got the information from the Pentagon that China is not really prepared for the massive intervention on Taiwan, because it could be the biggest military operation in a human history. Obviously, you know about the massive landing Normandy operation back during the Second World War, so this operation conducted by China should be at least 4 times greater. Taiwan is not the easy island to take. Let's go to the satellite image here, zoom in. There are lots of mountains on that island. Obviously, the bad thing is that the populated area comes very close to the mainland China border, and also the bad thing that there are some islands here, I think they are, that belongs to Taiwan. So maybe China may get those islands under their control during the Pelosi's visit. Today, China launched the rocket artillery systems in direction to Taiwan, but obviously the range is not enough to reach this island. The distance between mainland and Taiwan is around 100 kilometers. The distance between mainland China and Taiwan is around 100 kilometers. Both of the sides, Taiwan and China, conducted some military drills, and China sent reinforcements to this area, which is quite close to Taiwan. During today's Nancy Pelosi's flight, Taiwan launched some of the military jets, showing that they can protect any kind of airplane in their airspace. Also, I do not believe that China may get Taiwan under their control. First of all, people would not like to live in mainland China that is very strict. You see, Taiwan is much more developed technologically compared to China. That was possible because of the democratic way of development of that country. That is why we want to go the same way. And the second reason is because China military is kind of weak so far. It has a big army, but all of the weaponry, most of them, not all, is outdated, my friends. If you see, they use the Soviet-made or replica, let's say, of the Soviet systems. They just call them in different way, but mostly those are Russian-made, as you can see, or Soviet-made guns, ships, and other stuff. As for the main attack vehicles, tanks, it could be very hard to deliver them on Taiwan territory, so the great role will play the Marine fleet and also air forces. You see, China has lots of tanks, 2,500 tanks, and those tanks looks pretty much as T-72 and this one as T-62. Old, very old tank is here. They do also have 100 of amphibious tanks, but those are okay to cross the river, not cross this big channel to reach Taiwan. The rest of the vehicles are kind of old. BMP-1 is ancient, I would say, and well, they have lots of them. But how can they use them across the channel? I don't understand. Oh, they have a China Hummer. Wow, awesome. Yeah, what they do the best is copying stuff with this, for example, Russian Tiger or Hummer, as we saw before. This is a Russian vehicle, and I think this is Iveco, Italian one. Russian Uazik. Oh, come on. What is this? China, come on. Guys, try to guess what is this. It is China official, like Wikipedia, and it collects the information about the Chinese military stuff, and it shows what they have. This is Mercedes, but they try their hard to show that they are huge, so they have new uniform for the forces. The helmets look like United States or maybe German made, who knows, and they also have some sort of the tourist backpack. Oh my god. And also those rifles, are those Chinese? I don't think so. Obviously, I can understand that it is hard to equip 2.5 million army, but still they need to rise up the quality of their weapons to conquer the Western allies and the United States allies in Pacific region. Alright, aviation here. So this airplane I should have flown on MA-60. The military version is called Y7. Yeah, here we have it. The Pratt & Whitney engines, Collins, or I think Honeywell Electronics, certified for 2 pilots. And here we go, Antonov 24 with 2 pilot and new engines. So they still cannot produce their own engines. What do we have here? Antonov 12, the competitor for C-130. 130 is much better compared to Antonov 12, and they still produce those ancient airplanes. Shannak Y8. Y8 they call it, and Y9 is this version with a different type of the horizontal stabilizer, my friends. Here we go with some kind of the helicopters. Also, I'm sure that those are the licensed certified version of some kind of European made helicopter. Very familiar with those shapes, maybe from the James Bond movie. And this is, I think, no, it's not the Eurocopter, it looks like Bell, and this is the French made helicopter, also certified by the Chinese army. Again, French made Eurocopter, we know that stuff. And also the French made helicopter, Russian made and Soviet made Mi-8, the biggest helicopter in the world, Mi-26, and they call it Mi-26. There is okay. And we have Sikorsky C-70C2. They have 19 of those. This is United States made helicopter. Very strange to see it in the Chinese military. And we also have the Bayraktar clone or something, Harbin BZK 005. Oh no, I found it. So here we go. Tupolev 16. Oh my friends, this is ancient airplane and they still have it flying. Oh, I would like to see it flying because I saw it just in museums. over here, and very interesting. And this is MiG, MiG. I don't remember the name of that MiG. This is MiG 21. We have those on monuments here in the cities and near to the military bases. The old Soviet airplane. What is this again? MiG of Russia. I don't remember the name. This looks like F-16 certified version or uncertified. Not sure about it. This is Sukhoi Su-27, and they call it Shenyang J-11. And J-16 again, the Sukhoi fighter jet, and this have Su-27 itself, built in Russia and delivered to them. Sukhoi Su-30, Su-35, the newest Russian, one of the newest Russian fighter jets that we already shot down here in Ukraine, and they have 24 of those. Those airplanes are quite popular. Russia delivered them to Indonesia and to China as well. The Y8, we already know this stuff. What is it carrying? I don't really know. Maybe some kind of big antenna. And my grandpa also used to fly the air surveillance airplane Antonov 12 that was equipped with, not with this antenna, but lots of antennas like there. They are used to spot some kind of the air defense locators, other stuff on the ground, and not only. Oh my god. This Antonov is so big with this antenna. And Illusion 76 also for surveillance. They call it, they call it Illusion 76, delivered from Russia. And they also have Xi'an. Oh, this looks very similar to Antonov 70, but with jet engines. Very, very similar to Antonov 70. They call it Xi'an Y20. Illusion 78 used for the airplane refueling. It has some of the hoses along to refuel fighter jets. Again, Xi'an Y7 transport airplanes, and Xi'an Y20 looks like Globemaster, isn't it? But actually the cockpit looks like Antonov 70 that was made just in a few units here in Ukraine. Yeah, MA60 looks like that, my friends. And what is this? Looks like Hercules. Looks exactly the same. Also air surveillance or maybe submarine finder. What is this? Oh, this is the French helicopter. Also, they have some sort of their own, but clearly it's something from the Western world for sure. What is this? Oh, it's MiG, I think 17 or 19, made in Soviet Union, I think in 50s. They were used during the Korean War. It's crazy. And this is Checkmate LED 39, I think, and they just have the copy. Why do we have the Pakistan flag on the tail? Maybe this photo is just an example to show to everyone. This is not the Soviet-made airplane. I think it's different. And this one, oh, it's modern Russian-made airplane that is used for training. I forgot the name. It's Yakovlev, but here they call it GL-10. Also, they have some of the drones, but as you can see, not many. So the most number goes to this very simple drone, 84, and the next number goes to kind of sophisticated drone, but still not. It's like Phoenix Ghost or something. Phoenix Ghost, yeah. And here we have the air defense. Oh my god, S-300 system. They have 32 of those, not a lot. Oh, they have many more. It's just one modification. Here we have big numbers. And S-400, they have unknown number. During this war, my friends, we didn't see lots of the S-400s on the near to the front lines. We saw many of the S-300s, Soviet-made, but Russian-made S-400, probably it's not as effective as Russia put it in their media. And here's the list of the Chinese military marine fleet. So they have some of the submarines, but just few of them, as you can see. And oh no, they have many actually over here, but some of them are quite old, I would say. This one, I think, came from the Second World War or something, with this strange nose. Kind of interesting to see. And they need to have lots of the land ships if they want to attack Taiwan in the future. They have missile destroyer, guided missile destroyer, lots of destroyers. They have frigate as well. There are some, we don't have many pictures, we don't have the number of those ships anyways. And I think this one is kind of modern type of the ship they have. Catamaran, we call it. It's kind of small, but obviously compared to Ukrainian army, their fleet is huge. But compared to United States, with lots of air carriers, their fleet is just, I would say, normal. So that is why, my friends, your taxes go to support your country's military. United States have the biggest military fleet nowadays, able to withstand any kind of army, and Chinese as well. There is no any way for China to destroy even a single United States air carrier group with all fleet they have. Well, they still can do it, but using nuclear weapons. But China is losing here as well, because totally they have 350 nuclear warheads compared to available for United States 2,361, and there is some kind of reserve for United States on the storage. Well, Russia has the most of the warheads, but I'm in a great doubt that all of them are able to be used nowadays, because they should be looked for carefully. But China has also two of the air carriers, Shandong air carrier, which is Kuznetsov class of the air carrier that can carry just a few airplanes and not good for the modern day war. Also, the same type of the air carrier was delivered to China by Ukraine. Before it was called Kiev, and after the Soviet Union collapse, Ukraine just sold it for the scrap metal price to China. China say they will build some kind of museum, but literally they built the air carrier. So in Soviet Union it was partially built, and that is why Ukraine sold it not as an air carrier but as a metal or something. And this one, the Shandong, this one was built in China, and still it is the similar version of the previous air carrier, and they have diesel engines. They are quite small, and for modern war they are, I would say, less effective compared to United States air carriers. However, China now has the third air carrier. Its name is Fuyan. Fuyan is also the name of the province which is the closest to the Taiwan, just across the stream. Very interesting, isn't it? And it was just launched this year, last month, on 17th of June 2022. So this is the launching ceremony they have. I don't know what is this construction on the flight deck. Tell me in the comment section, what does it mean? Maybe they want to cover the flight deck for a while, just not to let anyone to film it. But this is quite big air carrier, and it looks very, I would say, American made, but still they have one and America has much more. Right guys, it was some sort of the mixed video, sorry about it. I put everything in it, Chinese military, recent events and my thoughts, and probably I'm gonna film more about Taiwan situation. If it's going to deteriorate, I hope we'll not have one more hotspot on our planet, because we don't need the war, my friends. We need everything to be settled in diplomatic way. I hope it will be settled, because this world is just getting crazier and crazier with each year. My friends, I'll keep you updated on situation in the world as well. And also, if you like what I do, press the like button. And there are some of the ways how you can support my channel. So you may support me on Patreon, Donatella, PayPal. For those of you who support me, my friends, you are awesome. Thank you very much for your kind support. I wish you a peaceful sky wherever you are. Have a great time.